Hey, my friends, this is your boy Creative Scotty, your favorite TikToker. Please catch Share Online Monday to Friday weekdays on all social media platforms.
You know you want to join the Creative Corner every Tuesday, where we vibe with the coolest creators.
But nah, you are too busy catching up on Cosy, celebrity news and the headliners on the Trusted Talk Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Embrace your feminine side with the ladies of Sisterhood, Thursdays at 11 a.m., talking about everything women go through.
Join Amachida, Amahrotmani, the broskies of Sotra, fixing the country, one topic at a time, Thursdays at 2 p.m.
Get ready to spice up your sex life on the 8th hour every Thursday at 8 p.m., where we get down and dirty with the hottest topics. It's all things sex.
Start the weekend early with the feel-good vibes of Cosy Lifestyle Show Fridays at 2 p.m. Put on your dancing shoes, feel the music, and connect with the best artist Mzansi has to offer.
And if you're still not satisfied, you can learn a thing or two about living wild, young, and free with Ama 2K Saturdays at 11 a.m.
And for all you bookworms, relax your Saturday with On Writing at 2 p.m., where you can learn from the best writers and storytellers.
All this and more on Share Radio, the place to be.
On the ones, the twos, the threes, the fours, the fives, and the six. How's it going?
Hello,
Hey.
Soweto.
Hey. Yo, guys, you don't understand. I'm so happy to be here. You don't understand. Yo, Ofentse, like it's been a minute since Kelimo. I understand. And it's been quite a second since I was last here. I think the last time I was here, we had Tiliso Mudikeng. And man, I've been missing. My Tuesdays have not been the same. You know, it's just been. Don't get me wrong. What I've been doing on the other side, I love it completely. But on a Tuesday afternoon, like so I could not be happier to be here with you. Look, man, if you've just tuned in and you've just joined us, you are absolutely right on time. You're on schedule to catch your favorite audio and visual radio station. This is Share Radio, brought to you by Share Online, and of course, the rendezvous on a Tuesday afternoon is the Creative Corner, and this is where we discuss and we talk about all things concerning and pertaining to the creative, the artistic, and as well as the entertainment spaces. And as usual, look, man, at least for the past 2 weeks, it hasn't been like that, but I'm back, finally. And you're always hanging out with me, the one and only MOOC Mist. My name is Mooce Mist, and I'm never, ever alone. She just told me now, I couldn't watch last week's show, but if it's last week, she was not here. Because of whatever reasons. But we're back together once again. And I'm always with the ever so lovely, the ever so beautiful Star Town, OSB and Al. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. Doing good. It's been forever.
It's been a second. It's been like a minute and a half since man, I've missed you. How fella? What's up? Talk to me.
I'm good.
Yeah.
I'm good. I have no complaints.
Okay.
I'm just glad the power duo is back.
Yes,
on a
absolutely.
Tuesday.
Yes, completely. Yeah. So nothing new on your side.
No, nothing new.
Yeah.
The restaurants the catch up so
Yes.
there's nothing new. I'm glad I'm not on the hot seat because the hot seat has been hotting. Hey.
But I feel like slowly but surely, and so you're getting used to it.
Yeah, I'm getting used to it,
Yes.
I'm getting used to it. And how have you been?
Look, man, I'll tell you, I've been very tired, but it's all been worth it. When there was a point where my voice was exhausted. I felt like something ke dule bo ma 3-4 days ke sa bue exciting just to try and rest my voice. But it's all been worth it completely. I'll tell you more about it later.
Yeah,
in fact, we're trying. You
can sing for days.
I try. One player last week Mo played one of my songs, Musimanyana.
Yes.
Musimanyana. Yeah, man, it's a great
track.
song. So anyway, BNL and myself are not going to be hanging out alone this afternoon. We're actually going to have quite a few people joining us in studio today, and I couldn't be happier. Today, we're all about film, we're all about acting, we're all about drama, directing, all of the great things that we always offer you on Share Radio, on the Creative Corner on a Tuesday afternoon. And so for the next hour, we're going to be hanging out with Ofentse Mathebula, a young upcoming director, script writer, author, manager. Like, he wears all of these hats. He's a vocalist. He's into the spiritual realm as well. Like, he does so many things. And I can't wait to get into the conversation with him. Ofentse, how are you doing, my brother?
Oh, I'm fine. How are you?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. Thank you for coming, man. We're so happy for
Thanks to have me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's nice to be here.
Yes, absolutely. We appreciate it. So, first of all, you're actually out of Topes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll tell you, Nolo, it's amazing. We tend to think, I'll tell you, I tend to think I'm under the radar, Mokasi, I do have friends, don't get me wrong, but but Ofentse tells me that he knows me.
Yes,
and he knows me from Capara vintage. Yeah. This is a long time ago. This is about 10 years ago. So,
Yes.
No, flow let's put just looking about so I stopped. But it's nice to have you here, man. Ofentse, and I can't wait to get into the conversation with you. So look, man, if you want to get into the conversation with us, you want to connect, you want to get in touch with us, the number to dial for WhatsApp is 061-524-7758. I still remember 061-524-7758. That's for your WhatsApp text, your WhatsApp messages, and your WhatsApp voice notes. And of course, you can also get in touch with us across all our social media platforms. We go by Share Online. That's Share Online on Facebook and all other social media platforms. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done. Also, you can connect with us across our website. That's www.shareonline.co.za. That's www.shareonline.co.za. The first song that you were listening to was Ngenxa Yami or Ngenxa Yami. Hey, Mabito Abito. By Tofumza, Miyagi, and Peasy, and just a whole lot of artists. So what we're about to do for now is that I want to grab a glass of water because we've been rushing to get here and we were excited to see each other. So I want to grab a glass of water, run to the shops very quickly, and we'll see each other after this. Do enjoy.
You know you want to join the Creative Corner every Tuesday, where we vibe with the coolest creators.
But nah, you are too busy catching up on Umkosi, celebrity news, and the headliners on the Trusted Talk Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Embrace your feminine side with the ladies of Sisterhood, Thursdays at 11 a.m., talking about everything women go through.
Join Amachita, Amahrotmane, the broskies of Sotra, fixing the country, one topic at a time, Thursdays at 2 p.m.
Get ready to spice up your sex life on the 8th hour every Thursday at 8 p.m., where we get down and dirty with the hottest topics. It's all things sex.
Start the weekend early with the feel-good vibes of Cosy Lifestyle Show Fridays at 2 p.m. Put on your dancing shoes, feel the music, and connect with the best artist Mzansi has to offer.
And if you're still not satisfied, you can learn a thing or two about living wild, young, and free with Ama2K Saturdays at 11 a.m.
And for all you bookworms, relax your Saturday with On Writing at 2 p.m., where you can learn from the best writers and storytellers.
All this and more on Share Radio, the place to be.
You're listening to Share Radio. That's in.
Hey, welcome back, you're from wherever you are tuned in from. Look, man, like I said a second ago, if you've just tuned in and you've just joined us, you're absolutely right on time. You're on schedule to catch your favorite audio and visual radio station. This is Share Radio, brought to you by Share Online. And of course, the rendezvous on a Tuesday afternoon is the Creative Corner. And this is where we discuss and we talk about all things concerning and pertaining to the creative, the artistic, and as well as the entertainment spaces. And as usual, you're hanging out with me, the one and only Mooce Mist, celebrity Share Online, man. My name is Mooce Mist, and I'm never ever alone. I'm always with the ever so beautiful, the ever so lovely. When you go start town, B and L, Nolo.
Yes, guys, welcome back. Welcome back. But as Mooce said, don't forget to like, share, subscribe on all our social media platforms. And also don't forget to WhatsApp us now. You can call us and you can send us a voice note. The number to dial is 061-524-7758. 061-524-7758. And Banabakohaye, your business is our priority. Don't forget, you can advertise your business with us. You can send us your business details to ads@shareonline.co.za. It's ads@shareonline.co.za. Or you can call us on 078-281-0681. 078-281-0681. So, if you have any questions for our guest today, please feel free to ask any question and we will ask the guest on your behalf.
Yeah, man. So like I said, man, when we started out, I'm so excited to be here. Like I'm so happy. Like life feels normal. Often I'll tell you, can I have my 2 weeks exactly? So, man, something is missing. So I was into just there's something missing, but I couldn't be happier to be here. So anyway, like I said before the break, today we're going to be hanging out with quite a few people, man, from people who are in the producing space to the directing, manager, script writers, actors. You know, I know Nolo is also an actor. Guys, I realized a couple of weeks ago. Please, Bonolo generations. Bonolo and post them. Anyway, so we're going to be hanging out for the first hour, for the next hour, so 40-50 minutes. We're going to be hanging out with Ofentse Mathebula, a young upcoming how do I say it? Art practitioner in the space, because he wears so many hats. He's not just a one-dimensional artist or entertainer, if you will, you know. So I can't wait to get into the conversation with him. So let's get right to it. Ofentse, thank you so much once again, Braga, for coming through, man. We really appreciate. So let's get into it. Ofentse, what's the thing? What's the story?
Ofentse obviously kumakasana amitsa master. Ofentse ke ntwana e goletseng ko Topsy.
Okay.
Wa bona. Like rata o jive.
Yes, sir.
Rata etsa art the most of the time.
Yes, sir.
Mare in peace kamogare from inside Ofentse ke motho nje like o rata motivator batho.
Yes, sir.
Rata go ba director in anything aba etsa, more like a helper. That's Ofentse.
Yes, sir. No, I see you, man. So Bonolo tla go bolela gore whenever we have someone in studio ne ke rata qala ka mabitso a batho.
Yeah.
One, because right, man, most spacing as a dancer, a radio presenter, a musician, a vocalist, a producer, like whatever you do in the space, how to entertain Angie. People tend to have the nickname. One, so libitso la Bonolo ke Bonolo.
Yeah.
But Moshe online ke OSPNL. One, na libitso la ka ke Mooce, but when I'm in the space, I'm Mooce Mist. Yeah, so I like starting with names. I see when Ofentse Mathebula. Do you perhaps maybe have like a nickname that you go by or like an AKA type of thing?
Yeah, I do have.
Yes, sir. Which is what?
Like 3 Mind. In
3
TikTok.
Mind. Okay.
3 Mind.
3 Mind. Okay, and where does 3 Mind come from? Talk to me. It's
because of I feel like I'm a branch.
Okay.
Because of I discover a lot of things in my mind.
Okay.
So I cannot even like say I'm in a one level. But since you said like I'm in a dimension where there's no numbers, you will never tell tomorrow ukuthi kuzoze iphi level. So kuphume banana, kuphume orange, kuphume avocado, kuphuma nan. I never thought ukuthi ngizoba i-director, ngizocula, ngizodrawa. I always knew ukuthi ngi-choreographer, ngithanda ukufundisa ujive, yabona. So manje uphume imiqondo eminingi kimi, that's why ngithi 3 Mind.
Yeah, I see you. Very interesting. I always find it interesting. Guys, like le gore inspiration ya one is go kae nolo. You know, the stories behind those names is quite interesting. So talk to me when Ofentse, what are some of the things that you do? Because I've already mentioned a few, but I think it would be great for Nale Bonolo and even whoever is watching and listening kwa gae gore ba utlwe ka wena gore Ofentse o etsa eng gantle in the space.
I feel Ofentse no kwala di book.
Okay.
Yeah, like kwala dibuka every day, kwala dibuka. Then Ofentse develop a skills sa kwala di movie le di series.
Yeah.
So a di kwala le tsone di series tseo, le di movie tseo. Then more like ntse ke manage the artist so.
Yeah.
Like samba pusher with all of my effort go ba kabada all like babe popular or whatever.
Yeah.
Marikabon, these people are not putting more effort. I decided to switch about artist. Then I transfigured my voice, turned into a vocalist.
Okay. So,
Okay.
as part of the many things that you do, Khoba vocalist is one of them.
Yeah, because of like I wanna go vocalist. You used to embrace God.
Yeah.
In look kerekeng, you used to sing but power, used to sing but what lady chelete.
Okay. I see you, man. I see you.
Marikeva wa bona
Yeah.
kinyak.
No, such cool stuff. So, I know filmmaking is something that you also do.
Yeah.
Producing is also something. How from director, director, choreography, and all of these things that you do.
Yo, wait, I put a point in that down. Actually, it's the glory like running in my vein. I'm God given. Which why I
Yeah.
I'm dyslexic, you see?
Oh,
but
I
these things
see.
I can do them.
I see.
Oh, wow.
So I joined my spirit with the one who made me. Do this with me.
Yeah.
Do this. Even like maybe 4 years ago, I could not read, like I could not write. I could not even like I'm moving direct. So I started to pray harder until then I became who I am today.
Yeah.
So these things angizela mengakhuli as a director. What I knew ukuthi ngikwazi ukujiva nokucula phela.
Yeah.
But since ejenini kule jeni le mangilongikhula ngilongidlula ngibona ihlahla ezihlukile ngiyathasta mangithasta ngiyeza ukuthi I want more of this.
Yeah.
Gcina singiyazenza manje singiyabhala incwadi singiyadirector gcina singiyamixa wonke in fact yabo.
I see you.
Right.
I see you.
I understand. So, speaking about you being a dancer, right? Do you have a specific type of dance that you specify on?
Yeah.
That you specialize rather on?
Yeah, I have a specific dance that I specify with, like, it's poach.
Yeah. Oh, so that's why no one cover.
Challenge.
No, you know what? But understand?
Okay.
Challenge and stuff. So, but cause nekena lo go ya go di space tsa bo matjaiva and stuff. I mean, kile bona a le rap, bo mrapa ba itsane ka fela. La re sa itse gore Nolo wa rap,
That's
but
true.
we know gore Nolo dula le teng go di cyphering or go di sessioneng tsa hip hop and stuff like that. So maybe I think onkitsi from this is a long time ago, you know.
You know what I find it very awesome. I'm like, okay, small world.
Yeah.
Musi na jiva sport or na jiva
Ne ke jiva sport.
You also specialize in sport.
Yes.
And I specialize in hip hop.
Oh, okay. Oh, when I know about body change squad.
Then I get a chase card gang when I go hi.
Okay, I see you. Very interesting.
It's very interesting.
Yeah,
ne?
very.
It's a very, you know,
Small
the creative space in
Space,
Jay.
yeah.
It's a small world where
Very.
you'll be like, okay, you
Very.
do this, you do that.
Yeah.
No, I like that.
I see you, man. I see you. So, is there anything specific or maybe Ofentse akila choreographer man or video or anything like that? Or
Yeah, via the video, bo. The video back then next shoot, repost the TikTok.
Yes.
Mara kila ka appear like 6 times go chiya magic, you understand?
Okay.
Really?
Yeah, kila ka ese Got Talent kila ka like bobo Choose FM gathola interview as
Yeah.
a choreographer, like as a dancer, because I was a dancer and a choreographer, like nikinali a small theater ko thing ke ruta bana like almost everything e ke etsang right now.
Nice, man.
Mara ne ke tse ke di kenye ko matleng go actor ne go etsa bona
Yeah.
mara sna camera
And that's a sketch.
yeah go sna phone go sna next
Yes.
into tsotlhe qala no wa bona I tshwantse change it noma ke bua ka spotjwa so ke nagana vele no tshwantse ke join batho ba le night list ke ba shapele ke ba tobetse
Yes.
So were you also part of a crew?
The
Yes,
crews,
Puja.
yeah, the group tsa go jive.
yeah ke na le one solid boys
Yeah.
Boys. Okay.
Very interesting, very interesting.
Very
So
interesting.
Nolo, I'm seeing that we have a couple of Facebook comments, so I'm trying to access them very quickly. But is there anything else that you want to get into?
So you said you also do directing, right?
yeah
So when you, in terms of your directing, in terms of choosing your cast, which like process do you mostly follow?
in terms of directing, script writing is the most of the time, and even video production. Like yongilandela cool because of yabona script writing it's challenging yabona because of uthola ukuthi ne nizoshoot ne manishoot khona umuntu odlulayo and ku script writing akekho umuntu odlulayo and this person maybe uthola ukuthi udlichapis ne angimbonanga then ku script writing angibhalanga ukuthi udlichapis so then video production ama camera yabona ama lens ama settings yabona sometimes uthola ukuthi okay mashoota kanje like color editing ayiphumi the way then they uploadile then ama pixel ayamosheka ne sound like
There's a lot.
ke di rata dintho tseo wa bona tse dingwe a soga ke di rate ne mare tse ke tsone se ke
I mean, obviously you're going to have favorites. Okay,
Yeah.
favorites. I totally get it. Nolo, there's quite a few. Now, I don't do as many things as Ofentse does. Don't get me wrong, you know. But within the space of creativity and artistry, right? And I have my favorites. I do. I can't you can't help it. Gravitate towards you more than the other things.
More than the other,
you know,
yeah.
But it doesn't take away from the fact that you still appreciate and love these other crafts that you're involved in. You know, so I absolutely get it. We're not offensive. So we have a comment here on Facebook, by our very own Mo Mweketimei on the technical side. Mweketi is just saying that he's so glad to see that you and the pair back together once again, man. And we love it. We love it because it's been a while.
Yes.
So we appreciate you more, man.
We are
appreciate
Bonnie
you.
and Clyde.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
I see. So talk to me, Ofentse Praia,
yeah
how to producer a short film or a short story, or how to produce a script to sing and stuff like I don't think we really got into it. What is the process that you follow? Okay, basically,
Casting, in terms of casting.
Actually director, producer, you know, how do you differentiate between all of these heads so you roll on, you know, because the role is at one job. So process of in
I understand.
Yeah.
Okay, Avana, now I'm a double star sign. I'm a Vega Leo, 23 August.
Okay.
I can switch.
Okay.
So, if maybe let's say it is separated into them, maybe for a week, Kitlaba focused on a script, like focusing on a dialogue, making sure. Then another week, maybe Kitlaba focus, okay, on a location. Or location A, shoot more location A. Then for 2 months, maybe like after the week still on, I give like the actors, they revise the script for 2 months. Then if now okay ke tshwantse ke shift no ke be dancer ne so ke tlo sheba go okay ke na le letsatsi le feng le spare le tlo speaking then if it's Friday ke qava okay Sunday maybe ke tla etsa something else wa bona so ke make sure ke di paka grand and ke na le energy wa bona more like a fire sign so motho mong di ka mkhathatsa o tla le guitar o tla le violin o tla le eng o etseng o be presenter o betse eng nano for loving myself. So I feel like blossom the gifts because of we have only one life.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir,
I feel like we're going to have limited time, Luena.
Okay.
You know, but we need to have you back again, like a little one. But before we go, or you know what, let me do it after because I'm seeing a few YouTube.
I also see a few
YouTube comments here. So we see you. We have Mixo Pearl Baloyi, we have Refilwe
and Ratalani.
And Ratalani has been someone who's been with us for quite a couple of weeks now, over a month now, I think.
It's over a month.
Ratalani
Shout
connected. Yes, huge shout out. So let's run to the stores really very, very quickly and pay our dues, and we'll see each other after this cool stuff. Do enjoy the next one you're about to listen to is Emoyeni by Them Niggas featuring Stex, Masiza, and Sims. Right? I hope I said that correctly. Do enjoy.
Just on my knees, got family to feed, so much to achieve. I'm chasing the paper, the love of my dreams. Don't head up my line if you're selling me dreams. Yes, I get spike, focus on the grind, you're taught. We all wanna get to the top. Let's pop my nigga really slow. I'm sorry, my chick, I'm panda, man, I get this and it's all the good. It's not like it's all in your mate. I'm sorry, my chick, I'm panda, man, I feel it, but that's not the memory. I saw them at it and you pan and me like it is any chole pone. It's getting for the mo. Keleva for the mo. I saw them at it and you pan and me like it is any chole pone. I saw you much. I saw you. I saw you much. I saw you. I saw you much. I saw you. Yeah. I saw you.
Sama genge kule life mele sinenge suku zami ndenza isitenge istala sami ngeke usithenge the flow is fire and lit have my flow too legit young nigga never quit rap game I'm the shit stay connected fuck your wire car rip my gassy fuck your repertoire I am something that they never are long distance I be going far the iPhone and penduli hard cooler than a smoothie can't be messing with no groupie like old days this the new me
I saw them at it and you pan and me like it is any chole pone. It's getting for the mo. I saw them at it and you pan and me like it is any chole pone. I saw you much. I saw you. I saw you. I saw you. I saw you much. I saw you. I saw you. Heavenly Father, bless me with all this money I pray for. They think that I'm faking. I can't even hate though. My energy's clean. I can't even flake though. I'm trying to make money. You order McDonald's, I'm out in the streets though. She calling, I'm busy. She think that I'm cheating and that even planned though. But I'm minding my business. Steadily pushing the buttons. I'm sorry, my babe. I'm sorry, my babe. I ain't trying to be bad, but I'm working for me. And I swear on God, I'm trying to be happy. I saw them at it and you pan and me like it is any chole pone. It's getting for the mo. I saw them at it and you pan and me like it is. I saw you much. I saw you. 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 I saw you much. I saw you.
You're listening to Share Radio, the best online visual radio station in town. Tune in now and enjoy the best music from around the block. This is Share Radio.
Amen. Oh no, you wanna welcome everyone back? Do You can go for it. Absolutely. Do it. Go for it.
The hot seat is hot. Hot.
Man, no, man. Look, man, I haven't been here for a second, so I mean, you can imagine.
Like,
I'm still
welcome back.
I'm still trying to stick in. Look, man, welcome back. You're already saying from wherever you're tuned in from. So if you've just tuned in and you've just joined us, look, you're still on time. You still have plenty of time, and you're right on schedule. Right on time and schedule to catch your favorite audio and visual radio station. This is Share Radio, brought to you by Share Online. And of course, like I've been saying, the home of visual and audio radio. And the rendezvous on a Tuesday afternoon is always the Creative Corner. This is where we discuss and we talk about all things concerning and pertaining to the creative, the artistic, and as well as the entertainment spaces. And as usual, you're hanging out with me, the one and only MOOCE Mist. My name is Mooce Mist, and I'm never alone when I'm in studio. I'm always with the ever so beautiful, the ever so lovely Ngwana wako Star Town, OSBNL.
Yeah,
I see you.
All right, the time is 2:40 and then go YouTube. And I see your comments from Oratilani. Ati, how are you guys? I'm looking forward on getting you to know more Mr. Mathebula, right? Yeah. All right. So he's looking forward to get to know you much better, Mr. Mathebula. And then we have another comment from Rifile Rasukhanso and Ari. Mr. Mathebula, I tried to dance, but you're having 2 left feet. Maybe you should teach me. You should teach us Butcher.
Yes.
And the last one comment is from Pearl Baloi at Ofentse. What is your TikTok username? I wanna view your video dancing.
Yes. Yeah. So TikTok, Remind.
Yeah.
So on TikTok, 3 as in like the word, or 3 as in the number.
3 as in number.
The number.
And the word mind.
Okay, then the word mind. Okay, so we could when I'm going. You wanna follow, and everyone who's watching and listening, man, by all means, so you can connect to the Ofentse on TikTok. He goes by the handle 3mind. So it's the number 3 and the word mind on TikTok and any other social media platforms. Facebook.
Yeah, Facebook, you can go by Fefe Mathebula.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram, Colin Malope.
Yeah. Okay, very interesting. Very different handles on all social media platforms. Okay, I see you. So we have 3mind on TikTok, we have Fefe Mathebula on Facebook, and we have Colin Malope on Instagram. So anyone can follow you and reach out to you if Babatlo connect and all of those things.
Yeah, Baba connect I'm stress free. No man amount to 2 left.
Yeah. I love it, Mr. Ofentse. I love it, man. I love it. Okay, so let's talk a bit about script writing.
Yeah.
How do you handle? Because look, man, as or as creatives actually.
Yeah.
Let me even put it on a broader scale. As creatives, uzama utla ka di-ideas tse dintšha uzame and a go kopane o deala yang ka creative block, or in terms of writing specifically ba bitsa writer's block. Ngondo e kwalege or wa ngwala go kwalege like the idea atla. How do you handle that? We etsa yang o overcome yang writer's block?
Yeah, I feel like like I said maybe they say sort of the creation go tlhaloganyo wa bona. Mara nke fihla go nna one.
Really?
I nke fihla o itse go bontsha something. I could start a book with 1 word. I understand. I could start a book ka ntse ke bona go strateng batho ba shapana. Could start a book ka batho nje ba palama koloi ke bona gore motho le palama koloi o bila pepa ngwanole. Like go jwetse varne. Mantswe ki fish ko bukeng ene buka ko mantsweng ki sea. So mantswe are everywhere. Tshwantse o be observant. open your like your spiritual eye and open your ears, like more like meditation.
I see you.
Yeah, so anke ke blockera and gape ne le se re ka fihla re ka blockera a ke itse nka etsang today ke re ka kwala kwale re tse di jwalo.
Yeah.
I have assistant writers for days. People in most cases it's not me who writes. Wa bona ke kwala le most of the time I kill one, but most of the time can I let about 5 or 6 people who are writing for me. Yeah.
Hence the term ghostwriters, because you have an agency, ghostwriters.
Yeah.
So those ghostwriters sometimes
Yeah.
Now I get it.
Yeah.
I see you. So talk to me. Because I mean, clearly I was only one, right?
Yeah.
In terms of script, script is and you've written it and you've developed it and all of those things, right? Let's say it happens for kopa Mooce or sebetsa le Mooce a tlo go directela script sa gago.
Yeah.
Tshwantsong kae sona ke obviously ke lo se bala and go over it and hear where your story is going and all of those things, right? So how do you handle feedback? How do you handle feedback from the producer to span le tsone, the director to span le tsone and stuff like that, in terms of maybe o tshela gore Mooce a dumelane le character eso gore character le da o ka re ka etsa so etsa so. How do you go about all of those things?
Yeah, it's simple yang. Kita bano it's all movie, all montle. So let's say if let's say ngwana ne a re fotse ke motho motona ke montlo go ngwana o fetse go kana tshwantse ke moghalemele le ene wa itse ntwe. So it's givele ke handle le jwanda in se king yaka. It's simple. If let's say ke tlo mo fa book or script or dialogue, then abare mo no tshwantse ka bo kentseng. So ka chance motho go ebe more like an editor, like what editor on top of maybe the corrections about or like fixing, like making like a sentence to be long. So ke cover any feedback if one I think the story tsa go dia bora ke botsa gore ke tse jwang gore di o chaza then anjwetse then ke be ke bona, or the most of the time normally say feedback ya bona it's solid ne. I could like stare at the television and be get some of like production. Wa bona like youngest is solid. There be like a video production yaka nearly week. Wa bona phela ko youngest like video production ya bona the most of the time by berekisang ke gimbal move. When you're sad, camera spin. Wa bona gimbal move. So the feedback no maksa ikireko batho nka di kra from ko television because of similar story. Maybe kenze stories se tshwana le ko television. So ke tlo bona go ha the time ba sunana, maybe it's a love story. Wa bona ke bona go no tshwanetse ba dutse mo fatshe before ba ka sunana ba tshwarana ka matsogo. So yeah.
I see you. I like the fact when anolone it's and there's a guy that I always have conversations with. He's from Durban. Tandanani Wagakasa. Tandanani is a director, vocal trainer, a conductor. He's just someone who's very involved in the music space, right? That's how good. And then we have conversations in Nalene as directors ourselves. So music, and it's very rare you find in any aspect as a director who as a director the amogela feedback from people who are working under them. Do you get what I'm trying to say?
I hear you.
As a music director, singers, musicians, I think as well, maybe it's a manner of approach more than anything else.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily what you say, but how you say it, you know. So I love the fact that from actors to other directors and producers, you're open to feedback and being criticized. I love that. I love that so much, man. That's a great thing to possess. It's a great character to possess. Ofentse. So, no, I hear you. So, I mean, you've been in the space for quite some time. And I'm sure there's young upcoming script writers and directors and producers who are coming up. You know, what do you think are some of the mistakes telling the script writers spacing? Like maybe nangwala script e when the mistake is also so ke di mistake tse di common nje tsoka naganang ka tsone tsoka tshong gore ba etsa so
the mistake if it ne a gore ke ke ba tlhoya go nje ke ba ka le rato mo.
Yeah.
The mistake ne. First thing, like not focusing on a location.
Okay.
It's a simple thing. Wabona?
Yeah.
Then gape not matching the content with the location gape. It has to match. Wabona? Then second thing ne, not knowing how to balance the dialogue. Wabona?
Okay.
Because there's a dialogue in script writing. Yes, dialogue, it's a dialogue, but when you write a script, it's more like a dialogue. Even though nigga, like a craft yakhona or like mind map yakhona ngeke ihlale as a dialogue.
Yes.
Wabona? If let's say ke rekile ke a bua ke ya ko kitchening, ne? After that, she's walking. Oh?
Okay.
Then someone o tlo kwala o ya go kitchening.
Yes.
ne?
Mutlas Khanto, ito
Yeah.
she's walking to the
Yeah.
kitchen. Yeah.
O tlo go ya go kitchening, then I go kitchening. Ha ya go kitchening video production e be change ya go motho ngomo. O ya go kitchening o lo etsa eng? Why understand? At that time ha ya go kitchening ya kwala she's walking and go kitchening o tlo bula fridge and ha bula fridge o tlo ja maswana i2. So that if wa kwala dintho tse di jwalo motho tlo go kitchening a bule fridge antsaja act antsaja kanti itse 2 spoons
yeah.
then you carry on.
I love it. Nolo, I think maybe as someone who's in the TV space, you should be taking notes, man. I think maybe
I'm taking notes. Today, it's my day to learn. Since
yes,
I'm in the acting
but we're
space.
all learning.
Like,
You know, now my acting is like a poor. Acting like poor prayer. I'm first and foremost a musician, and I try to dance. So, but it's very interesting finding such things out. You know, and also because I'm slightly more into theater than I am into screen.
Yeah.
Now, and I know the two mediums are very different. You know, co-staging, there's no room for mistake. Mistake we move on.
You forgive yourself and
move on completely.
right
because there's a
there
live
and
audience.
redeem yourself same
Exactly.
time.
You know,
Yeah.
and so I think co-screening there's room for a mistake. Remo correct. I'm not going to jam on I too.
Hey,
Yeah,
cut.
I love it. You know, and you mentioned something about giggle move or king.
Oh, gimbal move.
Gimbal move.
Yeah, look, I didn't even know about such
didn't know
things.
about
And
it, Linda.
now that you mention it, I've seen it actually go TV.
Yeah, it's like the most of the time gimbal move never cry like baby Rekisa on a video production.
Yeah.
We cry baby Rekisa on a mobile production. Using iPhone, Samsung, maybe like some other phones to be strong.
Yeah.
And there are many gimbal moves.
Yeah.
So like the same maybe wakwala munyako, ne? Wakwala munyako. So beside like before okwala already camera ya ka tshwantse ya ehla e bontsha ceiling e tla mo fatshe.
I see.
Then rather rekitse car. That's wrong video production.
Very interesting, very
okay.
interesting.
Alright.
Lolo, is there anything maybe you want to find out as an actor?
Okay,
yourself?
now I see more YouTube, ne?
Yeah.
Stoomza66 says something, so I wanted to find out if it's a quote from you, Ofentse. Are mantswe ki fish mo bukeng and buka ki metsi a mantswe. Aba Ofentse Mathebula. Is that a quote from you or?
Yeah, he just
Yo,
mentioned
it's
said
that.
something
Yo,
like
I go sharpen my yo. I hit an iron sharpening iron. Now, like sharpen somebody's iron. Now, I bought a hit in my pack. It's a rema.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
Nice, that's
Very
nice,
interesting
that's
stuff.
nice.
Very interesting stuff.
So, Khena, when you started your agency, right? Yeah, Ghostwriters. What inspired you to actually open up the agency?
Yo, yeah, wait to good reason. It was love, ne? Inspiring. Because of never saw myself opening a company or becoming a manager. What I knew, I'm a singer, I'm a dancer. So I fall in love with this chick. This chick and peak kamakala. Man, this chick with music, I get everything. Like music, I'm rude.
Yeah.
It's more like Royal Lake taught me everything. Because of Royal Lake, naiti about how register music, na next into eo, next to Honalborisa, Capaso Impra, next about like the music videos, Rodieta Joang, how to edit into teo. So ka inspire again because of Nosna Mutu Okamuchusa. So Nakirka Muchusa, negative developer, like yeah, negative developer the skills, then there wabon. So inspiration epai, it's all going because of Namakim Nachane. man, I never got it tuna into it. Kai ki thole like my interview radio station. I never got it tuna because of Kahopola back then. So it was love. Yeah, maybe someone at it was like maybe it's a motivation, or maybe someone who kim idolizing or kim shebang like it was love.
I hear you, man. Very interesting. Like that's why I get it. Ofentse, you have so much to share with us and everyone who's listening and watching. And I feel like it would have been such justice. So we would have done justice if so anyway, look, man, if you're wondering who Ofentse Mathebula ke mang, Ofentse Mathebula, who is known or is called by his AKA or his nickname as Master, right? Was born in the Northwest and is now located in Dobsonville, where he attended primary school. Tabang is not too far from here, and went on go Mahlobo High School. Look at Mahlobo. I see you. He attended a high school in Mahlobo, and his journey began at a very young age. He developed his passion and he started to inspire little children, teaching them how to develop their skills towards their talents. And he opened a small theater where he taught talented young kids how to act, how to sing and dance, and even directing, and how to make short stories. Going along, he got an opportunity to appear in television, and in the name of the show, was Chigamachiga, like he mentioned, that he did quite a few episodes. That's Chigamachiga. This is a long time ago.
Let's go Chigamachiga.
Sheesh, man, this is a long time ago, and I don't think my 2K know who the Tembisiete was actually like a presenter. Yeah.
Answer. It's time for my Nova.
This is a long time ago. Okay, where did I end?
Chigamachiga.
Singing, dancing, and making.
Chigamachiga.
And he also went on to SA's Got Talent. After that, he got another opportunity to collaborate with Josie FM through the organization that he was working in. Going forward, he experienced to manage artists. He also opened a company called Super Ghost Writers Talent Agency. After that, he has developed as a filmmaker, and he has also become a vocalist. Then he wrote his own books and movies. He realized another skill of being a photographer and editing, shooting music videos, and becoming a presenter. Through his journey, he has become a movieator, teaching people their spiritual path. Very interesting stuff.
Very interesting
So,
stuff.
by all means, like we mentioned a second ago, if you want to get in touch, Le Ofentse, he goes by 3 Mind on TikTok, Fefe Mathebula on Facebook, and Colin Malope on Instagram. Such amazing stuff. I promise you won't regret it. The energies are very great in the room right now. So, unfortunately, like I said, nako ya rona limited Le Ofentse kajeko, because we have to have other guests come into the studio and give them their time as well, and all of those things. So we appreciate Ofentse coming through, and I can't wait.
I appreciate you too, guys.
I'm gonna watch Ofentse so that only one.
Like really 2 hours
I can't wait. So by all means, connect with us if you want to get in touch with Ofentse, or connect with him across all his social media platforms like I just gave you. Man, we absolutely see each other after the break, and we appreciate once again Ofentse.
I appreciate you too, guys.
Man. Godspeed, and I'm absolutely positive that you're going to do great stuff out there in the space. So anyway, let's take a very short break. Run to the loo very quickly, and we'll see each other after this. The song that you're about to listen to is Letting Go by Gracia and Shadow. Do enjoy.
Jona wa kyutwa boshuku buhlungu basihlako butliwa ke monga sona ea enhlokisitse buroko boitumelo so I gotta let you go hore ke gone ho bona khotso le thabo pelong yaka cause I never know you'd change on me I thought umutu waka una le boima mawe uno le tata mawe I just wanna free my soul cause in the end my happiness comes first and regardless of that I just wanna reach my goal I'm grateful for the blessing thank you next don't holler me holler me holler me don't holler me yeah. I am letting go utoba buima kyatibana jona wakyutwa bushukuma impact one sena I'm still running for my dreams yeah I thought I was doing everything you said but I was a fool to believe your crap now I'm stranded on my own with no plan I'm still running for my dreams yeah I thought I was doing everything you said but I was a fool to believe your crap now I'm stranded on my own with no plan
when you told me that you love me I thought maybe you was acting funny tell me is it fine if I call you my bunny cause I keep on effing out but you can blame it on me I try to let it sip it then I let it go I got a lot of problems I don't want it on my zone tell me you never care then I promise I'll be gone I don't wanna keep on nagging and begging I've got a choice no look pumela ngaleva fan angumchite sondelele wena bafana uthando lungisulile sentabanga ukeka man rain I feel like I'm feeling be a gay bafana yeah tell it silly go pull up falling goes subunzima hegunzima yenkelele into khuluma iqiniso spin a play I will that I know I thought I'ma flip and be a better role
I am letting go utoba buima kyatibana jona wakyutwa bushukuma impact one sena I'm still running for my dreams yeah I thought I was doing everything you said but I was a fool to believe your crap now I'm stranded on my own with no plan I'm still running for my dreams yeah I thought I was doing everything you said but I was a fool to believe your crap
This is Share Radio.
listening to Share Radio, the best online visual radio station in town. Tune in now and enjoy the best music from around the block. This is Share Radio.
You know you want to join the Creative Corner every Tuesday, where we vibe with the coolest creators.
But nah, you are too busy catching up on Cosy, celebrity news, and the headliners on the Trusted Talk Wednesdays at 2 p.m.
Embrace your feminine side with the ladies of Sisterhood Thursdays at 11 a.m. talking about everything women go through.
Join Amachita, Amahrotmane, the broskies of Sotra, fixing the country, one topic at a time. Thursdays at 2 p.m.
Get ready to spice up your sex life on the 8th hour every Thursday at 8 p.m. where we get down and dirty with the hottest topics. It's all things sex.
Start the weekend early with the feel-good vibes of Cosy Lifestyle Show Fridays at 2 p.m. Put on your dancing shoes, feel the music, and connect with the best artist Mzansi has to offer.
And if you're still not satisfied, you can learn a thing or two about living wild, young, and free with Ama 2K Saturdays at 11 a.m.
And for all you bookworms, relax your Saturday with On Writing at 2 p.m. where you can learn from the best writers and storytellers.
All this and more on Share Radio, the place to be.
Welcome back. You're reading from wherever you are tuned in from. Look, man, if you've just tuned in and you've just joined us, you're still absolutely on time. You're on schedule to catch your favorite audio and visual radio station. This is Share Radio, brought to you by Share Online. And of course, the rendezvous on a Tuesday afternoon is the Creative Corner. And this is where we discuss and we talk about all things concerning and pertaining to the creative, the artistic, and as well as the entertainment spaces. And as usual, you're hanging out with me, the one and only MOOC Mist. My name is Mooce Mist, and like I've been saying, man, I'm never alone. I'm always with the lovely, the ever so beautiful Nganyana Star Town BNL.
Yes.
It's quite strange. It's quite strange having you here next to me. So I'll tell you guys. Usually, I'm usually by myself this side, and Bonolo is sitting where you are sitting, Stanley.
Okay.
And because we usually have one guest in the studio,
Right,
the guest would be sitting where Taddja is sitting, right? And so this is the first time we've actually had to sit
so we've
next
brought
together.
brought the-
You have, and I'll tell you. On top of that is that I haven't been in studio for the past 2 weeks. So the last time her and I saw each other was about like 3-4 weeks ago. So we've missed each other, and I was telling everyone who's watching and listening out there that there's something been missing for me on Tuesday afternoons because I'm always here with her. So I'm so excited to be here. So I want to go. Look, man, like I told you at the beginning of our show this afternoon, is that we have quite a couple of guests joining us and hanging out with us this afternoon on the 29th of October 2024, right? And the time right about now is 15:14. That's almost 3:15 on a Tuesday afternoon. So like I said earlier in the show, is that today we're hanging out with people who are in the spaces of acting, producing, script writing, directing, and all of these amazing stuff in the creative and artistic spaces. And I can't wait to get into in the conversation. So before the break, before those great songs that you were listening to, we were hanging out with Ofentse Mathebula, a young upcoming film writer, a script writer, and he does so many things and he wears so many hats in the space. And so now we're hanging out with Taddja and Stanely. And Taddja, I will tell you, I was a bit worried about pronouncing your name. Because I'm very wary about such things. Because I'll tell you, my name is Mooce. And growing up, I've had a lot of mispronunciations of my name. So now the only other Mooce that I know who goes by the name Mooce and not the surname, because there's people who use my name as a surname, right? But the only other person that I know is Mooce Maimane. Right? And so now when I introduce myself to people, I go, my name is Mooce. Like Mooce Maimane without the Maimane, just so that people can get the pronunciation, So anyway, so I was quite wary about that, and I was looking forward to asking you the actual correct pronunciation.
Yeah, usually when people see it, they have a problem spelling it.
When
they hear it, then they find out it's so easy. It's simply Taddja.
I see. Very great to have you guys. So
thanks for having us.
Absolutely, we appreciate. So like I said, today we're hanging out with Taddja, we're hanging out with Stanely, and And they didn't come alone in studio. They came with Os Dineo and Os Shirley, right? And I assume that the lovely ladies work with you guys in the space as well, right? And but we'll get into a bit of that a bit later on as to what role does, because I see Dineo Fitile, Anka Dinepe and videos and all of those things. We'll get into that a bit later on, and also what Shirley does. So, but for now, it's all about you guys. It's all about you guys. And so, like I've been saying, that today is all about acting and producing and directing and filmmaking and all of those things. And I can't wait to get into conversation. So, if you want to connect with us, the number to dial for WhatsApp is 061-524-7758. That's 061-524-7758. And of course, you can connect with us across all our social media platforms. We go by Share Online. That's Share Online on Facebook and all other social media platforms. You can also get in touch with us on our website. That's www.shareonline.co.za. That's www.shareonline.co.za. Nolo, is there anything on your side?
Yes, Onakohai. I see here on YouTube we have a comment from Usporazi May. Usporazi May Ati. Thank you, Ofentse, for such knowledge. Big up on your career. So yeah, we just had a lovely guest by the name of Ofentse.
Yes.
Okay. So Ofentse is a director, is a singer, dancer.
He does so many things, a choreographer. He does a whole lot of things.
Manages artists. So we just had a fruitful interview with him.
Lovely.
Yes.
Yes.
Such cool stuff. So guys, let's start with, so Nolo knows that I usually like starting with names when you have guests in studio with us. So my name is Mooce, like I mentioned. But when I'm in the space, I would love to be known as Mooce Mist.
Okay.
Right? Her name is Bonolo, but when she's in the space, she is known by BNL. Right.
Okay.
So I know a lot of people who are in the space of creativity, entertainment, and artistry don't necessarily go by their first names, right? Is there a particular reason that you guys don't have like AKAs or like nicknames and stuff like that, and you guys go by your actual first names?
Maybe you are still backwards or ancient.
I see. Talk to me. What's the thing?
I think sometimes when you wear so many hats, it's very difficult to have one just
identity.
Coinage, so you would rather just say, I'll go with what I was given.
And do you share the same sentiments,
Yes,
Stanley?
it's exactly the same.
Yeah.
I would rather go with character names, and play that character and let it live that moment and live it and still be myself representing my work and whatever I do.
I love it. So for someone like me who's just met you now and someone who's just joined us and is watching and is listening, let's get into some of the things that you guys do. I think it would be much more preferable if you guys were to say, I as Stanley am involved in this and that and the other, I do this. These are the hats that I wear. Same as Taddja as well. So I don't know, whoever wants to go first between the two of you guys, you're more than welcome.
Yeah, so my name is Taddja.
Okay.
Full name is Taddja Taonga Nkonjera. Yeah, so I go by first name Taddja. And I'm from Malawi. And I'm here in South Africa with Stanley, specifically because of our theatre production called State of the Ape Address. That's going to be showing at several venues. We already played at the Windybrew Arts Centre. And we had a theatre performance, and after the theatre performance, we had a workshop with the open theatre class students. So yeah, I'm here as an actor in the production, and Stanley's here as my director. So so for the purposes of this tour that we have right now, currently in South Africa, we're here because of the State of the Ape Address, which is our theatre production.
I love it.
So I'm here, wearing the hat of an actor. Let's start there.
I see. So first and foremost, you wear the hat of an actor.
Yes, I'm the actor in the production.
Oh, I see. Specifically in the production of State of the Ape Address.
Yes.
Already, I'm going crazy over the name. I love it so much. State of the Ape Address.
Yes.
I don't know. For some reason, what came into mind, Nolo, is Planet of the Apes. I don't know if maybe there's a connection between the two, or the inspiration.
You're warm.
Because I know the Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes just came out recently, and I'm looking forward to watching that. And it's like 400 years after Caesar has passed on and stuff like that. So I can't wait to get into that and watch it. So is there any connection? Maybe like you say, I'm warm.
You're warm.
Warmish. I see.
Yeah, maybe the connection is just the time that these productions are living. But our production is a theatre production, live on stage. It's a monologue. So Taddja is a solo actor in that production.
Interesting.
The interesting thing is it's a production that I adapted from Franz Kafka's original text, which is a story to a report to an academy. A long time script that was written, I think, in 1817, almost like 125 years.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, way back. So we have adapted it and given it a new title and given it a new direction and just took the short story into a full production, like a full theater production, which is like 1 hour, 5 minutes that I'm directing and Taddja is massively starring.
I can imagine. I can imagine. For me, I'll tell you, Nolo, and Nolo knows this, man. For me, titles and names hold a whole lot of weight for me. You know, so already, like I'm saying, when you say the name State of the Planet of State of the Ape address. There's so many things coming into my mind and it holds so much weight, and I can imagine just you with a spotlight and costume and all of that. Like I can already see it in my mind, man.
I think that we should move from your mind onto the stage. You should see more than the spotlight. It is a monologue. It is a physical monologue, but we use other theater techniques as well.
I can imagine.
So Stanley is not just directing, but he's also the lighting technician in the production.
I can imagine,
because we represent different scenes, aesthetically different, using the different lighting techniques.
And also we work a lot with the props also. There are minimal props on stage, but that we transform to be like different things, like and like in the show also, for example, we have a table, simple table as a key prop, but because of the physicality of the production, this table transforms. Maybe at one point it's a platform, sometimes it's a cage, sometimes
it's a boat.
I love it. I love it so much. And how you said it's showed already at the Winterbow Theatre. How's the reception been so far?
The reception was fantastic. This one was a special show because in some sense, as he said, we were presenting the show to the open students that always come every day to the Winterbow Theatre and learn different. So these are like upcoming actors, upcoming producers. These were not like normal audiences.
I see.
And so the other special thing also was that there was no lighting for this production. So it was almost like being naked in front of the audience, very raw somehow, which was a great experience and the first for us also. It's the first time we performed without lighting, and we were not sure what's going to be like in terms of the reaction. But the reaction was fantastic. After, like Taddja mentioned, we had a workshop with the kids. It was an amazing moment. You know, only time was jealousy, but it was an amazing moment.
Always, time is always jealousy.
I can imagine. I can already see you guys there, man. So anyway, we have a few comments here on Facebook. The one is coming from Uponi Gwabe. You'll excuse me, my pronunciation if I didn't mention that. And Uponi is just saying, "What a lapo, guys! I'm just with you guys and I'm tuning in and I'm watching. And I'm loving the show so much."
Thank you
so much. The other one is from a loyal follower of ours, Ulunga Kwabe, Kazi Soul Music, and Ukazi saying, "Good day, Kazi Soul Music, signing in, Tanko. Please, Mr. Number Master of Spin King, Yenkwari." So he's just giving a shout out to the guy who was just here before you guys.
Cool.
So I love it so much. Ulunga is a very big follower of the station, so we always try as much as we can to interact with him and just give him a shout out in this space. So Nola, I don't know, she's the actor amongst the two of us.
I am starstruck. I'm like,
more questions to ask and just wants to interact with you. So I'll give it to her. As the actor between the two of us. You know? But I'll tell you, recently, and I was actually planning on keeping this to myself for quite some time. But part of the reason that I was not able to come to the studio was that I was cast as a singer.
Congratulations.
Thank you. In a musical. So I didn't tell anyone about it. I was cast in a musical called Ingoma the Musical.
Wow.
Yeah, so focuses on the different cultures in South Africa that we have. You know, so when you guys are mentioning all of these things, it's taking me back to rehearsals and preparations and all of
When
that.
is it?
Now, like, I'm
So
reminiscing.
it showed this past Saturday
Okay.
at the Ken Gump Theatre in Springs in the East Rand, and now we're moving to Mpumalanga in Secunda. To go and show it that side. So when you guys are mentioning all of these things, it's just it's a reminiscent moment for me, man. So
that's very beautiful.
anyway, I want us I don't know if you have anything on your side for now, but what I want us to do is I want us to grab a glass of water, run to the loo very, very, very quickly, and try to pay our bills, and we'll come back with Stanley and Taddja and get more into the conversation with them about all of these things that they're doing while they're in South Africa. And I can't wait. It's giving interest, man. It's very interesting finding all of these things. Just like a one-man show for an hour. I can't wait. So, Nola, before you go, is there anything that you want to find out, maybe?
Okay, on my side, I would like to find out what really inspired you guys to start the production, as well as the process that you guys followed. In terms of, I know theater is very intense. It's very intense. So it's you make a mistake, forgive yourself, we move and redeem yourself.
Yes.
So to know, like the processes that you guys followed, and in terms of creating the production.
So the production follows maybe whether to call them themes or messages of isolation and maybe control from the way I see it, and maybe how one can find courage, especially maybe borrowing from the character's words, how one finds a way out in life, in difficult situations. So like personally, I was exposed to the production, I think it was in 2011 in Germany, when I was in a residence with another German theater there. So I saw the production being performed there. Yeah. Then I liked the theme, I liked the story, but I not underrating, but I thought, they could do more, and I felt this story kind of reflecting a lot with Africa, with the life we live day to day. Not in the way that people see it, but maybe from an individual point of view. So then I thought, okay, maybe from how Kafka wrote it, because the show is marvelous, it's metaphoric, it's not like direct. The text and his way of telling the story is nothing that I would get to as a writer.
Yeah.
But then I thought, okay, this guy was marvelous and he's already a big star as a writer. He's one of the most respected writers, Kafka. And this year also it's his 100th death anniversary. So part of our tour that we are doing is also to kind of celebrate his 100th year anniversary of his death somehow.
I love it.
Then we thought, no, this production is definitely a go for us. Let's work it and let's find a way to really adapt it, to bring it home, to tell our own story from it. So there were a lot of kind of plot changes or plot twists to it that we kind of added, and a lot of reality that we kind of merged to our own reality. But that was very easy also because the production on its own, it's a masterclass piece, and I think it was written at a time because Kafka, just to share a background, is a Jew. And in this time, he was living in the time of, I think,
the Nazi
system and the Nazi era and stuff.
Let's do this. I'm sorry, Stanley. I'm gonna have to cut you because I'm gonna get in trouble if I do it. So let's. I'm really finding it very interesting that he lived in the era of Nazi Germany.
Yes,
right?
yeah.
So this is when the West and the East was separated.
Yes, yeah.
I can't wait to get into that, but let's get into that a bit into it after the break. So for now, I want us to just go and pay our bills, and we'll see each other after this one. This is Saber King saying, "I need more." Do enjoy.
You're listening to Share Radio, the best online visual radio station in town. Tune in now and enjoy the best music from around the block. This is Share Radio.
Welcome back. We are back. Hi, this is Share Online. You are tuned to the Creative Corner, and you are chilled with BNL Bonolo, Wanyana Wako Star Town. Not alone, I'm with Mr. Mooce Mist. And I'm also honored, and I am starstruck. Like, I've never been this blank in my life.
No, you're lying.
Okay.
Your face looks more of a star than.
Yeah. Like, I'm honored. Like, I'm surrounded by titering bosses.
What a humble star.
Yes. I'm with Mr. Stanley as well as Mr. Taddja. Yes. All right. I have few comments from YouTube, right? From Doomza66. He's saying Malubanji.
Muribanji.
To Mr. Taddja and Stanley.
Yeah, you should tell him Tiribuino guys. It's greetings.
Is it a greeting?
Yes, like
Dumelang. I see such stuff. And the language is?
Chichewa from Malawi.
Malawi. Very interesting. Very interesting. And how do you respond when someone says?
So it's like Muliwanji's, how are you?
Okay.
So he's asking Muli, like you, how are you? So I say Ndili Bueno. Bueno is good.
Ndili Bueno.
Yeah, Ndili Bueno.
Oh, so if I was to run into Taddja in the street, Murubaji Taddja.
Ndili Bueno.
I love it. We learn every day.
Yes. But because we're Malawians, we always want to know how you are also. So we'll ask Kaya Inu, like, how are you? And Ine, I'm fine. What about you?
Oh, I see. I see. I love it.
All right.
We're learning.
We also have a comment here from Sipoga Zime.
Okay.
She's saying, your today is really an important day. I am learning a lot from Stanley and Taddja.
Wow.
No,
thank you for the shout.
That's wonderful. Beautiful shout out.
We love it. Is there anything else, Nono?
All right. So the production, right? Will it be performed in English, or it will be performed in is it in which language, Swahili or French or
all that? Actually, yeah, you're right. Yeah, but it's predominantly, let's say maybe 99.5% English. Yeah, so it's full in English, but because we're talking about a character that's an ape, and that's been scientifically modified to get to where he is. He hasn't forgotten his journey. So within his journey, he's picked up different languages. And he actually presents these languages within the context of the presentation to the academy. So he speaks in English, but every now and then he reverts to his ape language.
Ape language.
Such interesting stuff. Very interesting. Yeah. So, but let me ask you, Taddja, how do you then... and considering the fact that it's a one-man performance monologue type of show, right? But of course with assistance from Stanley and everyone else who's involved in the production, how do you then prepare for the role, both psychologically and physically? To be. I'm assuming that you guys don't have an intermission or break in between.
Yeah, no break.
No breaks, right? So how do you then prepare physically and psychologically, to remove yourself as Taddja from your mindset and and wear this hat of this ape who goes through all of this journey?
Yeah, so first of all, I'm an actor, and I've played several roles over the years, so that I know that every role has to be that particular character, right? So in this case, then I have to forget every other role that I've played. I'm sure that I've played an animal before.
Oh, I see.
But I've never played an animal fully.
I see.
By animal, I mean anything other than human.
Yes.
Yeah, I think I've played a hyena before. Yes, but it was just a small piece of a full production.
Is this in The Lion King, maybe, perhaps?
No. I'll remember it.
Okay.
Yeah.
No
but
worries,
I think
no
maybe it was Lion King.
Yeah.
Wait, yeah, but I have. But I think it was an adaptation of, like a spin-off of Lion King, like Pumbaa or something.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I see.
But I've played a hyena before. And I've never played a full character like this.
I see.
Right? But what I always say is I've played a politician before. Like an old politician. But I've never been into politics. But
I see.
But then there are people that have watched that production and they've met me and they call me Mr. Okali. And they tell me, oh, you're such a terrible person. So they remember that character, they remember me in that character.
And it stays with you.
Yeah, and it stays it stayed with them. And when they see me, they see that character.
I see.
So because of I've been in the theater for more than 30 years. I've been acting for more than 30 years, maybe more than 35 years, I guess.
Yeah.
Even. And so it's for this character, especially for this character, we had to, Stanley and I had to work overnight every day throughout.
In terms of the development of the character.
In terms of developing the character, just to speak like an ape. To not speak like Taddja. Yeah, you know, to eat like an ape, to not eat like Taddja. To walk like one, to feel like one, you know, because I've never, for example, the ape in the play, the ape says somebody held a burning pipe, you know, the pipe that we smoke, and somebody holds a burning pipe against his fur, you know. Somebody's never done that to me before. So for me to experience that, I have to be the ape.
Try to tap into it as much.
In that 1 hour, 5 minutes, I'm not Taddja. Nothing is happening to Taddja.
And so do you find that the preparation for this character particularly or specifically was different from any other character?
Absolutely, yeah, definitely.
I can imagine. And that's
yeah,
what I was asking in terms of the physique as well.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
physically, I mean, you were saying you can't walk like a normal human.
No, you can't.
Know, you have to go on all fours, you know, and stuff like that.
Or you have to find your way.
To try and represent an ape.
Remember the storyline is the ape is somehow scientifically being modified to become human. Yeah, so the percentages, like Stanley and I would be discussing percentages. Right now, Taddja, you look more of 90% human.
I see.
You know, right now you look more 30% only ape. Can you bring the ape up? You know, like, what else can I do? Okay, go discover what you can do. So then I would have to go watch chimpanzees. I live in the village in Malawi. So I would go to the mountains and just sit and watch them, you know, how they behave, how they interact with their babies, what risks they can take just to bring food for their babies, you know, like how do they assert their dominance over the next one, you know, like how do they interact with the goats in the village, with the cows, with the human beings, with dogs, with human babies. You know, I've seen a big baboon go almost slapping a human baby, and then the people go, even the dogs go, you know. So there's this coexistence that goes on, you know. And so it's a process where you know you're not that thing. I've like the example I always use is when we're working in the theater, especially with younger characters, and I mean younger actors. When you tell them, let's say you're going to play, for example, as an example, you're going to play character that's a prostitute, and the girl would say, I can't do that. So automatically she's not realizing that she's supposed to assume a character. I've never been a nurse, but I can go on stage and be a nurse. I can go on stage and fly this, you know,
a plane or something.
To the moon. And
or
back.
A spacecraft.
You know, so it's that realization. Once you realize that as an actor, you can embrace any role and do your best to try and, you know, present it to the best of your capability.
And just slightly to add to that, so from all that, then technically when we come into the rehearsal room, you know, there are explorations that you go through for a character. Maybe like me as a director, sometimes not like direct rituals, but I go through like some exercises that are kind of ritualistic to try and build or
channel
into that spirit, into that body, and also simple things like warm-ups and stuff that enables your body.
Physical warm-ups, vocal warm-ups. Such interesting stuff. I tell you, like, it's so sad for me, you know, when I think about art and when we get into conversations like these. And the sad thing for me is that society, I don't think the greater society realizes how much the world needs art. And it needs all these stories being told and all these different interpretations from different directors and different people from different walks of life. You know, I remember back in 2020 during COVID and lockdowns and all of those things, there's a post that I came across, and I think I came across it again in 2021 or 2022. And this lady writes, let's take away all forms and types and shapes of art from the people, and let's see what society is left with. This is from radio. This is from theater, from music, from books, to podcasts, to television dramas and soapies and everything art. Everything art. And let's see where the world is then left. You know, because it's so sad that as people who are working in the space, our crafts are really taken for granted. And we're not really fully recognized as we should. And I don't think people realize how much art they consume on a daily basis. You wake up, you're feeling down, you want to listen to music. Or you wake up in a very great mood. You want to listen to Amapiano, it's a Friday. Do you get what I'm trying to say? Or you're feeling in a somber mood, you want to open your Bible, or whatever the case may be.
Or the alarm that wakes you up, it's a particular
it's music.
song.
Someone came up with that song. And look, this is like 100 years later now, or almost 2 centuries later, and you're adapting something that was that. Do you get what I'm trying?
And it's still relevant.
It's still relevant to the lives and the stories that we tell now. Anyway, that's just something that just came to mind. Before I give off to the actor in the space, let me ask then, how do you handle or tackle stage anxiety and stage fright if you do go through?
No, there are some people that, you know, God just blessed them with, you know, that gift of, you know, being at home on stage. So I'm that person. I share that. I do completely. I share that. I was on stage when I was 4 years old, and I've been on stage my whole life. So I don't get like. So for me, it's art. Home. Art is home. It is home, but for me, art is a presentation, right? So as far as it's a presentation, I don't think it's ever going to be 100%. But just rest assured that when I get on stage, I'll try to hit the 100%.
I love it. I love it. I love it. I've stopped saying that to people, that I don't get nervous when I'm about to go on stage. Because it comes off as if one is arrogant.
No, it's not arrogance. It's not.
Because look, man, I've put in my 10,000 hours. I have, and I'm still putting it in. You know, and so when I'm about to get on stage, dude,
it's not arrogance. It's not arrogance. It's for me. I want, because the thing is, sometimes I also try to remove the fact that it's a performance. I think it's a communion. Because sometimes also as a performer, my energy as a performer is dependent upon your energy when you're in the audience, right? Definitely. Because especially with a performance like this one, where you are literally giving an address. You know, like you're on a podium, you're a politician on a podium, and you're saying "Viva" and nobody's answering. Viva, nobody's you know. So but you should be prepared for that. You know, you rehearsed at home in front of the mirror maybe 100 times. So if they don't respond, you continue with your speech.
I love it. I could talk to you guys the entire afternoon. No, anything from you?
The question I have goes to both of you guys, right? So I've noticed mostly with theatre plays, right? They have a certain impact spiritually. So with you creating the production and you being part of the cast, in which ways does it affect you guys, like, spiritually?
So for me, that's quite an interesting question. I think the spirituality for me started with the experiences we would share in the rehearsal room. You know, maybe not really taking spirituality, because I think for the spirit will open from the dialogue or from the stories that we start to share, and that opens, kind of connects to our conscience and goes into our spirits. And interestingly also from him, I've seen him connecting with the spirit of the character itself. I would share an experience that when he's playing, you know, I know Taddja, I feel there's a certain spirit that's kind of on him. And I think that's how much depth he goes with his work, and maybe also it's how we kind of also included that spiritual process, or how we considered the character's spirit within our work. Like I said, like doing different exercises, rituals and stuff, and so there is that spirit that comes about this show, and I think it's that spirit that needs to push also the messages that we are driving with this show, and that the spirit that connects us to live. We've been doing this show, this is our second year. We premiered it in 2023, and you know, we have toured in Kenya, we have toured in Tanzania, we've been to Mozambique. This is not our first time in South Africa. We came in May in Polokwane for the Boto Festival. And so I think that journey also for me is spiritual again, to be meeting different people, sharing this experience and this show with them.
You know, it's actually quite interesting that you asked that question. When we did the performance at the Windyboro Arts Center, after the performance, we had a Q&A, and one of the girls, she said, she asked a question. She said, "What effect has this character? What effect has it had on your personal life?" You know, so it's almost like you're asking that question, but you're asking that question before you've seen the production. She'd seen it, you know, and then she could hear the anguish. She could see the pain, you know, the ape goes through. And like Stanley saying, I told him the other day, like, when I did the audition for this play, and then when I did the first performance, or even the second or the third or the fourth or the fifth, I didn't have the understanding of what was going on in this ape's life. These experiences that the ape, I just wanted to present them to the people. I don't do that anymore. These days I actually try to leave the moment. And it's not possible, because there isn't somebody inflicting whatever it was that the character was, you know, experiencing, but I can experience it in my mind and then try to emote it on the stage.
Wow.
And it's always heavy. I won't lie to you, it's heavy.
I can imagine.
Yeah, it's heavy. It gives you a different perspective. Yeah. Like I'm already a person who respects life. I won't take life just flippantly like that. I mean, I would kill a bee if it was going to sting me and thinking, but I would rather not. You know, that's my character. And then when I read what human beings do to other animals, and this is just one of the worst of them. You know, we can give an example of somebody who keeps birds in a cage. I don't see the value of it, but people see the beauty of it, and they do. You can see people that put fish in an aquarium.
In a tank,
you know, in a tank. And then you say, okay, fine. And you can see people that put dogs on a chain. On a leash, on a chain, tied to a... So you can see those things, and then you can then you know, like exponentially flip it. And that's what this ape went through.
Wow. Such interesting stuff, man. I think the beauty of art, and I don't want to make it sound like non-artists don't understand, but I think we have the pleasure of seeing on the other side, if I can, on the other side of the curtain, you know, and it's just amazing because it changes our perspectives. You know, I'll make an example. When I first started driving, I didn't understand. I don't think I understood when I was a passenger. The mindset that one has to have when you're behind the wheel. Yes. The awareness that you have to have, you know, and being able to react in the moment. It only hits you when you start being behind the wheel. So I think it's the same thing for us as creatives, as artists in the space, is that we get to understand other, or rather have the pleasure of getting to see other perspectives, of seeing from other perspectives, you know, from different walks of life and all of those things. So let me ask you, Stanley, what is your process then that you go through in terms of casting for a production? You know,
we believe in auditions, because and we believe when we're doing auditions to try and cast the net as far as possible. Because, you know, talent is always like a surprise. It's something that comes from maybe the corner that you are not expecting. So normally for most of our productions, we do auditions. But maybe the special situation that I would share with you, especially particularly to this production, we started this production as a resident for an actor we were working with at our theater, which is Matsok Theater in Malawi. The guy was from Nepal, the actor. So we did the residence, and almost, I think it was like 2 weeks before the performance of the residence, his grandmother passed away in Nepal. The show was already being publicized, and we were already in the rehearsal process. And so we thought, okay, so what should we do? Should we just abandon it? What should we do? Then we thought, no, I think we should not just let such a production, because with the nature of the residents, when he was going back to Nepal, he was not going to come back to Malawi, unfortunately. So we started to think, okay, so who can take over? Who can step into this? And the producer, Hazel, knew Taddja from another production. Taddja did one production that he brought at our theater. It was called Taking Madiba, which he wrote, and he worked with a South African director, and we had seen him in that production. So the producer was like, okay, I think, because at that time we didn't have also even the pleasure to start auditioning around.
Oh, yes,
so this was like almost kind of a direct call. And he came in, we had almost 1.5 weeks
for rehearsal
before the premiere, and I think after 3-4 days the producer said, go for it and then let me know. And after 3-4 days she asked us, okay, what do you think? Should we postpone the rehearsal, the premiere, or should we go for it? We said, okay, let's go for it, because already the way he came in, he had embraced the character already, and he's quite an amazing actor in terms of his level of memorization, concentration, and he's quite an obedient actor. It was easy. All the notes were really flowing, and so that was also like a special kind of scenario than our normal ways of rehearsing or kind of auditioning for productions, kind of.
I see.
All right, we have comments here from on YouTube, right, from Nomteto Piliso. She's saying, loving the show, guys, and I am learning things. I really wanted to know. Appreciate the guys for sharing. And then the other one is from Nondalana Zenkosi. Right, she or he is saying, can you guys advise people like us who want to venture into film and production? Do you guys have any advice?
What can you say, Taddja?
Go for it.
Go for it, yeah.
But if you're going for it, go for it.
Yeah.
And just go for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think maybe it also it'll bring me to the question that maybe perhaps I wanted to ask. Is that firstly, have you guys been to school for any of the things that you do in the space?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then a follow-up would then be, would you then, for someone like Unondalana Zenkosi, who wants to get into the space, right, and wants to start working in the space, would you, what's the word? Would you encourage them to go and study the arts and actually be full-time, artist and performing artist in the theater and stuff like that?
Yes.
Yes, why not? It's every profession has got its own challenges, and maybe because it has moments that one would think, maybe I wish I could have done this, or maybe taken a different way.
Yeah.
But I've not seen any profession that people have fun like the arts. We have so much liberty. We create our own.
Yeah.
We always, when you reproduce things, you're condemned for that, because it's a space where you have to bring in new life every time.
Yes.
So it's fun. And also, I've not seen a doctor or a pilot who is referred to as a celebrity. So we are the only celebrities in the house,
I love
so why not be part of the celebrity family? Yeah.
I love it. Because what you find in the society is that when kids want to go into the artistic space or the creative space, they are discouraged to go into it. And
I think it's just a misunderstanding.
It is.
But for me, the misunderstanding is this, right? If you tell your parents, I want to be a football player, are you saying you want to be a bad football player or the best? So if you're going into the arts, also go into the arts and be the best. Don't go into the arts and say, oh no, I'm not supported, oh no, this and that. If you're talented and you think that you can make it in the arts, go into the arts and be the best in the arts.
Yeah, definitely.
That's the only way you're going to make it.
Definitely.
Because even if you're saying, okay, I'm going to be a doctor and I'm going to go into private practice, I'm going to open my own hospital, whatever.
Yes.
You want to be the best doctor. Absolutely. That's how you're going to get customers.
Yes, that's true.
If you're not the best doctor, you won't get customers. Yeah, so if you're going to go into the arts, go for it, but be the best.
And it's sad how our jobs and our space is referred to as you'll do it on the side. You'll fall back onto it.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, what are you talking about? Like, I always
Like,
tell
do
people,
something on the
guys,
side.
singing, dancing, because I mostly do musicals when I'm in the space of theater, right? Because my acting is very poor, so I rely mostly. I promise you, I rely mostly on my singing and my dancing. Right? I refer to myself as a 2.5 out of the 3 major performing, mediums. So music comes naturally for me. Dancing, I'm not a professional, but I don't have 2 left feet. I can handle choreo. Acting, right? And so I always tell people, do you understand that we get to the theater at like 8, 8:30, and start working from 9 till 4, 5 in the afternoon? And it's not an easy job. It's not. Singing, dancing, and acting the entire day is not easy. It takes a toll on you, like you mentioned, like Nolo asked about your spirituality, how it affects your own personal life. Do you leave the ape at the theater and come back home with Taddja, or do you bring the character home? Do you get what I'm trying to say? And it's things like that for me,
And
man.
sometimes it actually becomes hard for you to switch back to
your own self
after being
Yes,
in the character
for so long. Yeah.
I see here I have a special request from Nondalana Zenkos.
Yes.
To you guys. Askis, please forgive me.
No, it's fine.
She said that, can you guys he said sorry about that. He said I would love to see them perform a piece. Can they give us a minute dialogue, please?
Or like a 1 minute monologue. Completely up to you guys. Completely up to you guys.
Are you not making that up?
Okay.
No, she's not. Obviously, she's not. No, we're not trying to put you guys on the spot, but it would be such amazing. We would really appreciate it. I'm sure everyone who's listening and watching at home would love for that.
I'm sure Taddja will have the pleasure also to pick maybe a part of the scene that...
No, but the request is dialogue.
Yeah, like a part of the scene that you can...
No, they've requested a dialogue.
No, but we don't have a dialogue.
You don't have a dialogue.
This would be better.
But that's
if it was like a 1 minute monologue.
But the request is a dialogue. Let's stick with the request.
She meant monologue.
No, the request is not from her.
Dialogue. She said dialogue.
The request is not from Nolo. The request is not from Nolo.
Yes,
the request is from
Zenkos.
YouTube.
Yes, it's from YouTube.
It's from YouTube, and it's for a dialogue, so you can
dialogue.
direct us. And I'll do it.
Is there anything that you think can come up with for like a minute or so, 1 minute and 30 seconds, maybe, very quickly, nothing too hectic. Taddja, maybe anything from the thing that you do with the ape, maybe.
So okay, like just one example of how this ape.
Yes, sir.
Because this play is about metaphors.
Yes, sir.
Right.
Yes.
So whatever he's saying, he's not.
It's not literal things.
He's not. What description is giving you there? Go sit down and then try to
think about it and meditate on it.
So there's a point where these circus guys, they want to capture some apes. They go to Virunga, and then in Virunga they shoot this ape.
Okay.
After they shot him, they've captured him. Now they're traveling back.
Okay.
So he's in a cage.
Okay.
After he's shot. After those shots, I woke up and here my own memory begins in a cage between decks on the Ilala ship. The thing was no four-sided cage with bars, but only 3 walls attached to a crate, so that the crate constituted the 4th wall. It was too narrow for standing upright and too low to sit down, so I crouched on bent knees, which shook all the time. And since in the beginning I did not want to see anyone and to remain completely in the darkness, I turned and faced the crate wall as the bars of the cage cut into the flesh of my back.
Wow.
What? Hey, man.
So like you see how he's and
It's an entire journey for him.
yes.
It's an entire journey. Sheesh. I can't wait. When is the next show? When is the next show? I need to come through.
Yeah, so the next show is on the 16th at Alex Theatre in Alex, and then we are also playing at Alex Theatre on the 23rd. We are here in a collaborative kind of partnership with the TX Theatre. So TX Theatre are our main hosts. So we will have our premiere that we are calling our premiere at TX, where we are playing from the 28th of November to the 1st of December. And as soon as we are done, we are going to Free State at the JPEG College, JICA College, because they are doing the JICA International Dance and Theatre Festival, where we're going to perform there for 3 days from the 5th to the 7th, and then we will go directly to Cape Town at the Theatre Arts in Cape Town on the 8th to the 10th of December, and then we'll close our tour at Azande Theatre in Cape Town on the 15th of December.
The coming ones, TX Theatre?
TX Theatre and Alex Theatre.
Alex Theatre. TX Theatre is where, by the way?
TX Theatre is in Tembisa. Yes.
Oh, I see. So we have the 15th of November. Is that, did I get that right?
No, the 16th of November. 16 and 23, Alex Theatre. And then 28 November to 1 December, TX Theatre.
TX Theatre.
Yes.
I think I'll really try and make the 16th.
You have to be here,
I think we should share posters with you.
Absolutely, please, by all means. And it would be so great to have you guys sometime next year again when you come and do other tours for the theatres that you couldn't do this year.
Yes.
I know you mentioned the Soweto Theatre is one that's coming.
So we're already talking
next
to the
year.
Soweto Theatre, to
the Joburg Theatre as well.
The Joburg Theatre, we're talking to Sibikwa Arts Centre.
Yes.
There's a theatre also called Afri Forum Theatre in Pretoria. Those are the venues already that, because when we spoke to them, it was already late.
A bit late, I can imagine.
So they're interested, and they said, okay, let's talk about April, May. And also this is an opportunity for them to come and see the production. And,
for themselves, so that when they have it, they already have an idea. I can't wait. I can already see you, man. Sheesh, that's such good performance. Like, I'm always in awe of people who can, get into other characters and stuff like that, because I can't myself. So, guys, thank you so much.
One good thing I would want to just share briefly is about like the collaboration I spoke about. Like, we are here hand in hand working with TX Theatre, who are our hosts, and we also have a partner that has brought us to Share Radio today, which is Zawadi. We work with Dineo and Shirley, who are our media partners for this tour. Those are, I think we would want to emphasize, it's one thing that's important also. You cannot isolate yourself as an artist. You really need partners, you really need people to carry you and get you to the next level.
Guys, I love it. So we have last two comments on YouTube. So Rezalani is saying, I'm loving these guys. This guy is a legend.
Thank you.
And then we have Unomteto Pili. So Unomteto is saying, wow. Unomteto is just in awe, like every one of us. And she's just saying thank you for the performance. And just thank you for you guys coming and hanging out with us and taking the time to share your journey with us, man. I'm so appreciative.
Thanks so much for having us.
Yeah. And I feel like we didn't get into a whole lot. With more time, I think we could have gotten into a whole lot that you guys do also in the space. And
we're still around.
Absolutely. I think maybe it would be great if you guys were to come back next year after the tour. And just maybe before or in the middle of your tour next year, just to hear about the progress and some of the things that you guys might be planning on doing in the future, man. It would be so great to have you guys in the space. I love it.
That's a definite. And I'm sure Zawadi is here to do that.
Yes, absolutely. Would love it. So if you guys are wondering, man, like they mentioned, Dineo and Shirley are their media partners, right?
Yes, it's called Zawadi at Work.
Zawadi at Work.
Yes,
absolutely. We love it. We appreciate you guys so much for coming. We really love it, guys. So anyway, I want to go high. This was Taddja and Stanely hanging out with us for the rest of the afternoon on this Tuesday. Lovely Tuesday on the Creative Corner. And this is what we do on the Creative Corner. We learn Mulubanji. Absolutely. This is what we do. This is what we give you, man, on the Creative Corner. Myself and Nolo every Tuesday. And we can't wait to hear again from the guys after their turn. hopefully next year during or right before their tour as to how far they've come and if there's anything that they're planning on doing and all of those things. So without any waste of time, because Mo and Sam are now shouting at me now and I don't want to get into further trouble. So if it were up to me, we'd spend the rest of the afternoon together and just get into the conversation about all things creativity, artistry and entertainment, because this is what we do on Share Online, Share Radio and the Creative Corner. So with that being said, I don't know, Nola, anything else from you on your side?
On my side?
Yes.
Now it's a question. I don't know if I'm allowed
one last
to.
one before we get out of here.
So in terms of upcoming actors and actresses, right? In the terms of a director or a producer or whatever, when I come to the audition, right? What let's say 3 things you can advise me that will help me to nail that audition and get that character, or be part of the cast rather.
Maybe I'll just throw 2 and then Taddja can throw. I think what's more important is to fully understand whatever the story or character you are going to audition for. And I would say then, secondly, maybe be as natural as possible.
Natural in terms of hair and makeup and all of those things?
No, natural to the character. You should be naturally to that.
I mean, because it could play a role. I could go there, make up and
that
my
contributes.
Hair, and
so
it could contribute to me getting or not getting the role.
Yes, the role,
Yeah. Taddja, anything from you?
Anything from you?
Yeah, you actually have to be able to memorize the script.
Yeah.
I know in theatre, there's, I forgot what they call it. There's a term of a way to know your lines, right? Barry, you just read the script, and then the second part you read in character. They call it?
I'm not sure. But
Yeah.
I think for the first time, Barry, they're doing text analysis.
Text, yes.
And then after that, they get
into character. So does that also contribute?
I think it's different with everyone.
Yeah.
Like I've been around words my whole life. So I'm a writer and I'm a reader. I read a lot.
Yeah.
But I'm also a musician. So when I write a song, I always remember my songs.
Oh, I see.
So I always say, if I can remember my songs, then I should also be able to remember my lines in the script. Yeah. Because I remember songs I wrote in 1990. And I still remember them today. So if I can remember that, then there shouldn't be a problem for me to remember the script. Yeah, because it would be a shame if you're such a good actor but you can't remember the script, and you've got a director who is very particular about the words.
The words, yes.
Yeah. I'll tell you, I once auditioned, and the only monologue that I've memorized, but I've forgotten it now, is one in Shakespeare's thing. I think the character is Jacques or something like that. And the monologue is, all the world is a stage. And all the men and women merely players. It's a very popular one. And it's the first one that I came across when I went for an audition a couple of years ago. And it stuck with me. Even in my callback and in the final casting, we were given an opportunity to do something else, to do a different monologue and a different song and stuff. It was a musical as well. And I think maybe they were planning on giving me like a few lines, because they did. They gave me like 1 or 2 lines in the thing, and that's the thing that I stuck with. One last comment on Facebook. Lunga Kwabe is saying, "Hala to the gents in studio. Please help out. How do I say I love you in your language? Guys, please help."
He's having a Malawian girl in by the corner.
He's appreciating the ladies, Shirley and Dio in the background. Because that's what he's saying. Yeah. He's
So
saying,
he thinks you're from Malawi as well.
And to the lovely ladies behind you. So how do we say I love you in
Chichewa.
Chichewa, yes.
Ndima kukonda.
Yeah. I love it. And someone else would also respond like
Or
that.
you can say Ndakukonda.
Ndakukonda. Oh, I see. Lunga, I hope you heard it for yourself.
Oh, hi man. The word Ndakukonda, it reminds me of a song.
Ndakupenda sana.
Hey, even like
You'll think of it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much.
Malaika and Ndakukonda.
Malaika. That's what the train is. The one Okay. Is it the same thing? Is it the
Not
derivative
that.
is
I
the
think
same?
that's Swahili.
No, that's Swahili.
Oh, I see. Guys, thank you so much.
No, thanks
Thank
to
so
you.
much.
We really appreciate
the music. You mentioned music and it wasn't here. We'd love to get into that the next time you guys come around, man. That you also write music, so I'd love to get into that.
Yeah. We'll
So
talk
thank you,
about
guys.
that another
Thank you,
time.
guys,
Today,
for-
thanks to you. We
Yes.
Yeah.
So we really appreciate you guys for coming through, and I hope you learned as much as we did in the studio. I hope you had as much fun and as much of a good time as we had, man. Like I said a second ago, if it were up to me, we'd spend the entire afternoon with these amazing people who are doing great stuff in the space. But unfortunately, nako ya reja, and but anyway, let's see each other next week, same time, same place, where we get deep into the conversation about all things creativity, artistry, and entertainment, right here on the Rendezvous on a Tuesday afternoon, which is the Creative Corner. Share Radio brought to you by Share Online with myself, Mooce Mist, and of course the ever so lovely and ever so beautiful Wanyana Star Town, OSBNL.
Yes, don't forget, discussions and conversations, they don't end here.
Yes.
Please keep on commenting on our social media platforms. And then until we meet again next week, same time, same place on the Creative Corner, it's me, BNL, Moyana Star Town, and spreading love.
Yes, I love it. And of course, like Bonolo just said, the conversation does not absolutely end here. You can also connect with us across all our social media platforms. We go by Share Online on Facebook and all other social media platforms. So that's Share Online on Facebook and all other social media platforms. And the number to dial for any WhatsApp text messages, voice notes, and voice notes, text messages, and anything WhatsApp. And the number to dial is 061-524-7758. That's 061-524-7758. Comment, like, subscribe, and do the things that are necessary to be done. You can also connect with me on our website. We go by www.shareonline.co.za. That's www.shareonline.co.za. I'll see you next week, same time, same place, where we get into the conversation again. The last one you're listening to for the afternoon is T Bless Africa saying love at first sight. Do enjoy, and I'll see you next week. Cool stuff.
Burokonti bale seke batlo bona maobane Uto jana ya tisili Iko didi marame Mwana na yeto bili Bilu untatele Kiena wa mabano Yeta kishuba yele Uri pororo di kale ya pirunya Uri pororo di kale ya Seki batu bona maubane Urokonti bale Seki batu bona maubane Urokonti bale It was love at first sight for me. 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 Urokonti bale